All right, guys, I am starting a series where I'm just going to be reacting to relationship stuff from relationship.texts. It's a Twitter account associated with Reddit, and every time I see this stuff, it's just always so crazy. So without further ado, let's talk about the first one. I'm going to be talking about two different ones. Husband, 30-year-old male, lost bet over election. Payoff means he has to eat 10,000 calories a day for a year. I, 29-year-old female, say he can't do this. He says guy code means he has to keep his words. I'm so disgusted and lost. 10,000 calories, folks. What? All right, let's go to the story here. And I find this first part really interesting. She says, edit, just to clear this up, my husband is not, nor was he, a Trump supporter. He and his advisor did analysis on the Pennsylvania voting, and they predicted Trump would win and thus win the election. Obviously, they were wrong. He was hanging his bet on his analysis being right, not on being a Trump supporter. I don't understand why she has to clear that up. Has Reddit really gotten that liberal to where if you say your husband voted for Trump or wanted Trump to win, they'll immediately just hate you? Is Reddit that liberal? I don't know, guys. Is it? I mean, half the country voted for Trump. That's just like that whole theory, like if you're a Trump supporter, you're racist. Like, I mean, who cares if you vote? I don't care if you vote for Trump or Biden. Like, okay, let's just move on. I find it funny that she had to add that edit in. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Husband is a stipend PhD candidate in statistics, means he makes a small salary in addition to paid tuition. I don't even know what she's talking about. He was so confident in his alternative analysis of the polling data, he bet a friend that the current president would win the election. I had no idea this bet was happening, but we went out to dinner on Saturday to celebrate the election, and my husband ate so much that he actually made himself sick. That night, he just said he was super happy. But then on Sunday, he got DoorDash 3 times, and I forced him to tell me what was going on. He tried to play it off like, oh, babe, you'll get a kick out of it. Haha, I lost a bet because of the election. Haha, I have to eat 10,000 calories a day. Guy code love ya. I was shocked and stunned, to say the least. My initial reaction was that since I'm the main breadwinner and we're saving for a house, we can't spend $80 a day on DoorDash for one person. He said he was okay with that. I think I was still stunned and left it at that. So Monday and Tuesday, his idea was to go get a bunch of frozen Red Baron pizzas and liter bottles of soda so it would just be cheap. It was disgusting. In bed, he smelled like he was sweating pizza grease and sugar. He's already so bloated, and I did some calculations on the internet, and he's eating about 7,000 more calories a day than he needs to, which means he could easily weigh over 400 pounds when the year is over. Yeah, you think? You're eating 10,000 calories a day. November 10th is the anniversary of the first time we ever had sex, so I usually get new lingerie and we have a fun night in celebration. He was so bloated and tired he could barely move, and the sexy outfit I had bought from Yaddy just stayed in the bag. It made me very sad. I approached him this morning, and I'll admit I was very angry and told him how stupid I thought this was. He said he agreed it was very stupid, but it's a guy code thing. He has to do it. I asked him if he understood how ridiculous it sounds. He said he's going to start walking to the university to make up for it. It's about 6 miles one way. I said, what about the time that will take and it getting colder? At that point, he got frustrated with me and said to get off his back, and he could just never live with himself if he welched on a bet. I just left and came to work. I'm so disgusted with him acting like a child 4 days in, and this stupid bet has affected our sex life, his health, and my respect for him. What can I do about this? Now, I think this is something that he's going to realize is simply not sustainable. I'm not sure. Again, guys, this stuff doesn't seem real to me. If you realize eating 10,000 calories a day, I mean, listen, you could do it maybe once a month. Like, how full do you get eating 10,000 calories a day? I think by day 6 or 7, he's just going to say this is ridiculous. I don't think this is a legitimate issue. Now, obviously, him doing this, if I bet someone I'd eat 10,000 calories a day, I wouldn't do it. I mean, legitimately, at what point, like, what? I mean, this is just... If I was advising this woman, I would say, he's getting over this. He's going to feel like crap. Walking 6 miles, to a university isn't going to make up for eating 10,000 calories a day. You can't consume 10,000 calories a day for an entire month. You would explode. You're supposed to intake 2,400 calories a day if you're an, average-sized dude. So I would just say, listen, this dude's going to get over it. He's going to realize he's going to feel terrible. I mean, I can't believe he's going along with this. I'm not sure if this is real. Legitimately, but guys, that's one I wanted to discuss. And then losing a bet on the election, you make a fun bet, whatever, but it's just, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's move on. My girlfriend of 2 years likes to dress me up and treat me like a baby. I'm not sure how I should feel about this or how to even bring it up. And he is a 22-year-old male dating a 26-year-old female. That would be tough for me. Dating a girl 4 years older than me, especially if I'm 22, 26. That's a little, if you're a guy, you want to be dating a girl that's like right around your age or like a year younger, prototypically. But let's read this interesting little piece here. I really, really can't believe I'm actually having to write this out. But as you can imagine, I really don't want to bring this up to anyone else close to me. This is obviously a throwaway because there's no way I'm putting this on my main. Obviously, he's talking about his main Reddit account. He created a fake one here to talk about his little baby issue. I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years. She's my first real relationship, and I really love this woman, and I could see myself making a life with her if it weren't for this one big thing. She's beautiful, caring, sweet, incredibly smart, everything you'd want in a partner. But like the title states, she can be a bit weird. Yeah, you think? It starts with really small things, which didn't seem all that weird at first. She insisted on feeding me my food and drinks. She'd tease me a little by taking my food when I was about to take a bite. That morphed into making funny noises like you would for a baby, like train and airplane noises. At first it was funny and kind of endearing, so I had no issues with it at first, and it wasn't like she was doing this every day, so it truly wasn't a problem. Then she started getting me dressed in the morning. She would have me sit at the edge of the bed while she put all of my clothes on. That morphed into giving me bubble baths. At first I liked it because, well, she made me feel like a king, honestly. It started getting weird, though, when she brought bubble bath toys, like a tugboat, and then a rubber ducky, and then asked me to splash and giggle, like a baby. I thought that was hella weird, but I figured I'd indulge her. She loved it so much, and I loved seeing her so happy. I probably should have said something at that point, but she seemed to love it so much, so I kept on with it. Through the months, it kept progressing, and I didn't know how to stop it. She bought me a bottle that she filled with my favorite whiskey. That's just weird. She knitted me a bib and oversized booties. She bought me a pacifier and adult-sized onesies. Her favorite activity is her cuddling me while she rocks back and forth gently while she rubs my hair, and she'll look lovingly into my eyes while saying stuff like, "Mommy loves you." The most recent thing she bought, which is what brought me here, are adult-sized diapers. I asked if she was serious when she pulled them out of the bag. She said she wasn't expecting me to actually use them and that it's just for show. I gently asked that maybe it's starting to go a bit overboard. You think? And she looked at me with a confused look and said, "No. I really don't know about this anymore. I don't want to break up over this. I just want her to chill on the baby thing. I'm an adult, not a child. It's not like she does this every day or every other day, but when she does it, it's so weird. I don't think she gets off sexually doing this. We've never had sex nor after this activity, so I don't believe it's a fetish. As far as I know, she doesn't have a past trauma. Is this normal? No, it's not normal." What are you're asking that question? Has anyone ever been in a situation like this? Am I not kidding myself? Is this a fetish for her and she's lying that it's not? How do I even go about bringing it up that I don't want to do this anymore without hurting her feelings or losing her? Other than this, she's an amazing woman and clearly a motherly person, so I know she'd be a great mother to our future kids, right? Yeah, clearly she's a motherly person. This dude needs to grow a backbone. I mean, my goodness. The fact that this has happened multiple times without him saying anything, this is like a beta male 101. Good. Again, this is like, this stuff happens. It's crazy. Who would have thought? A woman dressing up a dude. So this female is 26, he's 22. So I can kind of see the mothering thing. She's 4 years older than him, which makes it even more of a weird dynamic, right? I just feel like that makes it even more weird. If they were the same age, it's just a weird fetish. This is almost like she's his mom. She's 26, he's 22. You need to grow a backbone and say, this is ridiculous. What are you doing? Okay, now obviously I think it's a fetish. I mean, obviously she enjoys something about it. It's a weird behavior that she likes doing. That's a fetish. And people have fetishes. That's fine. I'm not judging. This is ridiculous. Okay, and again, he didn't really say how long it was, how many times it happened, and what was the. He didn't say. He said it wasn't every other day. But if this is like 2 or 3 times a week, or even 2 times a week, even at 1 time a week, this is. I mean, oh my. She's dressing you up like a baby. She buys him adult diapers, guys. What are we talking about here? I would tell him, grow a backbone and say, listen, you might need to go to therapy and talk about this or something. I mean, because this is just not normal. And obviously, if you grow a backbone, dude, you're dressing up, you're wearing adult diapers, you're buying a bib, you're getting a nice little bubble bath. That could be, kind of sexy, I guess. But if she's doing it the way where she thinks you're a baby, it's weird. This is weird, folks. Oh my goodness. There's going to be more of these. I'm going to keep reading these. I love doing this type of stuff. Just kind of started a new little series here. The first one with the election was just kind of boring compared to this one. This one's whacked out of this world. Oh my goodness. Is this normal, he says. No, it's not normal, man. It really isn't. I can't believe you even need to ask that question. That's probably his first issue, asking the question, is my girlfriend dressing me up, wearing adult diapers, acting like I'm literally a 2-year-old, feeding me, doing the little airplane thing? Yeah, is that normal? Gee, I wonder. Maybe you should go to a therapist or something. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter for more updates on this series. That link's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.